Shit is sad. We was born in the 70s, raised in the 80s, survived the 90s. Swappy, damn. If I didn't live this motherfucker long, damn. If I didn't live this motherfucker long, damn. If I didn't live this motherfucker long, and let you take that away. Nah. For my brother, I'm riding like a gang member. I was born in September, he was born late December. Capricorn, that's what I feel like doing. Capricorn, that's what I feel like doing. Cap this corny nigga, then my this damn life is real. Cap this corny nigga, then my whole damn life is real. I gotta keep calm, meditate, sit still. My sons ain't called Tid and Will, but got a Uncle Phil. If I make it to 100, you see 95. If I make it to 100, you see 95. I guess G-Mom's prayers kept us both alive. I'm covered in the blood of Jesus, why is Jesus bleeding? PTSD, therapy sessions on me. Fuck out the window, most successful with the walk up. You gon' mess around and get your family chalk up. I chip a nigga and I clap his bitch too. Y'all done open up the gates of hell and straight walk through. Hallelujah. Lord, forgive me for what I wanna do. Lord, forgive me for what I wanna do. Lord, forgive me for what I wanna do. But you didn't answer back when I was talking to you. Hear me now? This rap shit helps me vent and ease away the pain. But I refuse to let a lame say fuck my family name. But I refuse to let a lame say fuck my family name. But I refuse to let a lame say fuck my family name. But I refuse to let a lame say fuck my family name. But I refuse to let a lame say fuck my family name. The only reason I ain't stepped up off that plane, loaded, cocked, and aim, smashing down aims. Cause to my mama, I don't have to explain how a little baby boy just slain. I tried to tell him a long time ago, ain't nothing for you out there in the O. Black Lives Matter 3 weeks ago, but now I'm not so sure. One thing I do know, that's for sure, never try to touch my little bro. Nah.
Here we go.
Getting out of cars, indictments, shootouts, everything that you done been through as a street cat. To find out that the game is gonna die behind the podcast.
I don't know the answer, so don't ask it. You gon' end up in the podcast, yeah. You gon' end up in the podcast, yeah. You gon' end up in the podcast, yeah. I don't know the answer, so don't ask it. You gon' end up in the podcast, yeah. You gon' end up in the podcast, yeah. You gon' end up in the podcast, yeah. I don't know the answer. What's the cure for cancer?
Before we get started, like, subscribe and share. Or you a bitch? Now let's get into it. Hello, how may I help you?
Yeah, I got a 9 o'clock reservation for 3.
Okay, did you subscribe?
Yup.
Okay, thanks, let's begin.
Man, what it do? You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's your boy Dismost. It's the homie J-Pad. That's my DJ Pudge 55. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's up? What's up, J-Pad?
What's going on with you, homie? How you?
Oh, man, I'm just chilling, man. I'm good. You know how you be like, it's like a mixed feeling. It's kind of like, it was like, I had some fucked up feelings about today, and then I had some, all right, it's cool. You know what I'm saying?
I already know how that be. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is in our world. You know, like a lot of people don't know that the life of being in entertainment being in this type of move. It comes with a lot of shit. Like comes with a whole lot of shit. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of highs, but there's gonna be some lows too. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Well,
Plus all your own shit that you're going through.
Right, Pudge.
And Pudge opened the show up playing Lil Bro today, and today's guest is my Lil Bro. You know what I'm saying? Also, I want to take the time out to say happy birthday to my moms. So like my mom's had like a good birthday and a bad birthday in the same day. It was like type shit. So that's why we're gonna talk to my Lil Bro and tell him more about that.
Right,
You know,
right. Happy birthday to moms though.
happy birthday to moms. You know what I'm saying?
Birthday.
She could be over there on. Shout out to everybody over there on Instagram.
What up?
And I'm about to bring Lil Bro in a minute.
Okay.
You ready? Moms. Look at moms. I see moms backstage right now.
Okay.
You might as well put her in and say happy birthday. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Yeah. Happy birthday, mom. Oh, what happened? Hold on.
Back
Happy
now.
birthday,
You
Mama.
back.
Happy birthday.
Oh,
Happy
I'm frozen.
birthday.
Happy
Thank
birthday.
you. I'm frozen. Look.
No, you're not. We see you. We see you.
You see me?
Yeah,
Yep.
tell
I
us.
see a frozen picture is all I see.
Oh,
Nah, we
yeah.
see-
Well, thank you guys. Thank you so much.
You're
The
welcome.
big
You're
69.
welcome.
I'm 69.
All right.
Feeling fine.
I don't mind telling. I
All
don't
right,
mind
all right.
telling.
Blessings,
Nothing wrong
blessings,
with it.
blessings.
Blessings to you.
That's right. Thank you so much. Love, love, love.
And,
All the
and
way.
so, also while you there, I'm gonna get your I'm gonna ask you something after I talk to Lil Bro. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
We-
All right.
But I'm glad you
Okay.
there, so we can talk to you too, though. What's up, man?
All right.
This is my Lil Bro, y'all. That's J Pad and my DJ Pad.
Peace.
You know what I'm saying?
Nolly, come on.
So this man been through some shit today.
Man,
First off, we gonna start off with. All right, this is why he's on the show tonight. Reservation. For anybody that's watching right now, please like, subscribe, share the show. You know what I'm saying? This song that Pudge is playing right now was inspired by 2 events that took place because of this man down here. You know what I'm saying? So I made Lil Bro because of an incident that happened, and I talked about the incident in the song and how I felt about the situation. And now J-Pad is playing some beat last episode. And I was like, oh man, when we got off the line, I was like, shoot me that beat, bro. And then I kind of been knowing what you've been going through. So I started writing, you know, about the situation and what you've been going through. And that song will be out in a second. But we ain't got to tell the whole full story about what led you up to this point.
Hey, Pudge, could you volume down a little bit? Because I could barely hear Dismost.
Okay.
There we go.
But what I want you to do today is you ain't got to recap what led up to this point, but we're going to talk about what happened today, man, and just how and what happened. Go ahead and just let's start your day off at 9:00 this morning.
well, we're going to start before that. So prior to what happened today, because of the situation I'm in, they got me on a 24/7 program. Now, anybody don't know what that means every day at 1:30 in the morning, I got to call downtown to see if I got to go drop a UA. Okay. So the court knows that I have court today. Now, all week long, they made me drop a UA. At 7:00 this morning, I had to go drop the UA, turn around, come back, get ready for court, go back downtown, go to court. Now, while I'm in court, first the public defender said, you know, your case is one of those cases where you already, because you don't have any records, because you don't have any felonies or anything like that, we're going to put you on probation. So I'm like, all right, cool. If ain't no jail time, I guess I'll do what I got to do. first she was talking about the case was going to get dropped. It was going to get to the lowest misdemeanor before a felony, or the highest misdemeanor before a felony. I go to court today, and that's not what happened. They made me cop to the felony in order to stay out of jail. Now, while I'm in there, now mind you, I done been to court 5-6 times prior to this. So while I'm in there copping to this felony, that, I mean, I wish I could tell the whole story, but because it's still going through battles and stuff, I can't really tell the whole story. But anyway, I've been to court 4 or 5 times. So while I'm there signing up for probation, I hear somebody behind me call my name out. So I turn around and I'm like, yeah, that's me.
And wait, time out. And mind y'all, today my mama's birthday. So my mama right there with him. You know what I'm saying?
So the whole reason mom is here is because I was going to court and she wanted to make sure the baby boy was all right. So mom's in the courtroom and we get done with the courtroom. We go downstairs. I'm filling out the probation stuff and I hear this voice behind me call my name. So while they call my name, I'm like, yeah, that's me. He says, stand up, put your hands behind your back and cuff me right there in the probation officer in front of my mama after I just left court. And I'm like, what's going on? And he said, you have a outstanding driving under suspension. Now, mind you, I done got reinstated. I done paid fines. I done been to classes. I done did everything that this courthouse has asked me to do. I put myself on house arrest. I don't leave my room unless it's to take my lady to work or to go to the store or to pick up my daughter. That's it. So they gonna tell me that I have an outstanding driving under suspension from March. Now, I done been to this courthouse 4 times in front of the sheriff, the bailiff, the public defender, the prosecutor, and my public defender. And nobody knows anything about this. So they cuffed me and then got to take me across the hall under the tunnels. I'm in my dress shirt, tie, black slacks, black shoes. I'm not prepared to go to jail because they told me I wasn't going to jail. Then made me bond out on a $500 bond for a driving under suspension that never got removed out of the system, and then go sit down in the jail for 3 hours when the bond was paid 20 minutes later. They paid the bond 20 minutes later. They made me sit there for 3 hours. Then they let me out. And as I got to go back to the probation officer to fill out the rest of the papers, they tell me, be careful because the warrant ain't cleared yet. So if anything happens from now until the time you get home, you can be rearrested on the same warrant. I said, what? So basically right now I'm waiting so I go and I plea. And now after I plea, they're going to make me sit until June 11th before sentencing. And then I got to write pretty much like an essay to the judge to beg the judge who eats lunch with the prosecutor, who plays golf with the public defender, and the public defender got 50 other cases on top of mine, write an essay to her begging and pleading her to put me on probation after. And then here's what's really crazy about all of this is before I even went to court, my public defender and the judge already decided to give me probation. So I'm like, what is the due process of the law here if y'all already decided and we ain't even went to court yet? So basically you're telling me you decided on my case before I even entered a plea and before I even went to court. I mean, I don't understand it. I don't understand it. And then, like I said, the prosecutor eats lunch with the judge. The judge eats lunch with the public defender. The public defender got so many cases. She seen me 3 times, didn't even know who I was. So I'm like, how do you get a fair shake? Because I ain't got the money for a $5,000 retainer for a lawyer to go in there for 10 minutes to set me free. So I'm banking on this lady. And then on top of all of that, my public defender is pregnant. She's due literally 5 to 10 days after my court date, and the judge is retiring. So they trying to get it all done before the judge retired because she want a clean slate.
So, and the judge is returned on the 12th, and your court date is on the 11th.
Yes. Yes. And my public defender, she's due June 20th. But anybody that's ever been pregnant know that you can go a week before, a week after, you know what I mean? So I'm like, so I can have a stand-in public defender, and then if the judge try to wipe her stuff clean, then she could just be like, boom, that's it, I'm done, felony done, take this. Now, my line of work, I usually work as a head chef in assistant facilities, assistant living facilities, which you can't have no felonies, you can't have nothing. So they took my livelihood on top of the fact that now I can't vote, I can't, what else she say? I can't vote, I can't carry my gun no more, I can't do anything, nothing. Oh yeah, leaving the country. So like if I want to go down to the DR, I gotta go beg my public defender and my probation officer, but then I gotta tell them exactly where it's at. They gotta get a hold of somebody out there to let them know that I'm gonna be there, from what time I'm gonna be there to where I'm at, and then gotta check in every day.
That's fucked up, man. Hey man, so,
Yep.
so how long is the felony for cop when you cop?
So now that I cop to the felony, I got 3 options. One option is a deferred sentence. Now, if the judge, so Nebraska just passed this law that if you're a low risk of a violent crime or doing it again, they'll defer your sentence. But only certain judges do it, and of course, I have one of the judges that don't do it. The other one is a suspended sentence or set aside sentence. So with the set aside sentence, it doesn't show up on, the felony won't show up on background checks for apartments or jobs, but I still can't vote, still can't carry a gun. And if I get in trouble, I'm still a felon. So that gives the cops the right to search, to do whatever they want, come in my house whenever they want, whatever, because I'm still a felon and it's a set aside sentence. And then the other option is to just take the felon and be a felon for the rest of my life. But you can get it expunged if you pay for a lawyer after a year.
That's some crazy shit. Hey man, if this ain't going to show y'all, hey, and then in this new song that I'm working on, I say 30 years later, because it's like shit I went through like 30 years ago. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of you know how that shit turned out. And man, I've been, like I say in this song, Lil Bro, I said ain't nothing for you out there in the They nah, because they be bullshitting, man. That's it.
Yeah. And now they took that from me because even okay, so let's say I just get the felon, right? Well, now with the new laws and traveling, I got to get a passport. But because I'm a felon, it's going to take 3 years to even get a passport. And I can't even leave the state of Nebraska for a whole nother year at least, unless I get it okayed.
Motherfuckers can't tell me that ain't some slavery shit. For real, boy. That shit crazy. Hey, and then on top of all of this, I ain't trying to put our business out there, but we got a high-ranking family member in the police department, and so we really feel like, I feel like out on the outside looking in, I feel like a lot of the pressure coming on my family members because of the high-ranking position that one of our family members is in, and they just like they mad because he this color, and the position that he in, to where all of our family members, anybody that been in trouble, they picking on, like over picking on. You know what I'm saying?
And
It's just
so here go another one, right? My homeboy, he did his thing, right? We did his thing, and you know, in Nebraska, we're not legal yet. They just signed a bill to legalize marijuana medically, right? So my homeboy, he was doing this thing, white dude, right? Now I was with him, and I seen this firsthand. We went into the courthouse. He has a paid lawyer, right? His paid lawyer went to the judge and said, "Yo, if you give me this one, I'll give you two of these other dudes that you can prosecute. But if you give me him, I'll give you the other two." So basically, they gambling with people's lives. So my homeboy took a cop. Now, just to put it in perspective, right? Allegedly, my homeboy had over a pound of medicals individually wrapped with names, numbers, and everything on it, on top of having some of them carts, some shatter, some wax, you know what I'm saying? Just the whole nine, all individually. And they gave this man 1 year, 1 year of intense probation after 4 DUIs because he had a paid lawyer. And I don't care what anybody say. I also believe it was because, you know, he's a little lighter shade of nigga than we are. That's all.
man,
You know what I'm saying? But
Damn.
yeah.
wow.
So you know me, I'm thinking, damn, I ain't even nowhere near what that was. So I'm like, yeah, I just go with the public defender. I ain't got the cash to pay for it anyway. And the cop, and this the even crazier part is the cop that got me. He was like, "Man, you're a great dad. I watched you drop your kid off at school and do this and do that, and we don't even mess with guys like you, man. It'll be dropped down to an attempted possession, and you'll be on your way." Yeah. 9 months later, here it is. I'm copping to a felony, and the prosecutor straight up told me, bro, like straight up told me. He said, "I'm mad because we wasted time, money, and effort, got nothing, so I'm going to make you pay." Right? And the judge says, "I'm not bringing any of that into evidence because that's not what he's charged with, but you can bring it up against his character. So once you bring that in, ain't nobody in their right mind gonna give me a fair shake." You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, how can this even be brought in if this isn't what I'm charged with? But you know,
shit, man, that shit crazy, man. But
yep.
hey, you know what? I'm glad, bro, you sitting there and you able to use the phone right now instead of waiting on fucking phone time. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I'm glad you didn't have to stay in the orange jumpsuit, man. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It's gonna be a little longer before you come visit, but hey, shit. You just gotta you just gotta meditate, sit still.
Hey, and you know what's funny, man, is so the last time mom was here, she had literally just grabbed the passport papers,
Yeah.
passport application, and they picked me up that day.
That's crazy.
Yep.
Here we are.
And I mean, and the way it's set up, it's like, you know, when you go to sleep, it's hard to wake up 2-3 different times and be functionable, right? So basically what I do is I literally every night stay up till 1:30 in the morning, make that phone call, and then try to hurry up, lay down, go to sleep for 4 or 5 hours before I got to get up and take my girl or my daughter to school or whatever, and then come back to the house and sit and wait to make the other phone call. So even if I wanted a job, how I'm gonna get a job, because my job started at 6 in the morning. I gotta be down there. If I'm not down there by 7:45, automatic, boom, cuff to the bench, go across the street. And it's a what in the morning with the traffic, it's a 30-minute drive. It's a 30-minute drive in the morning with the traffic.
See now.
Baby said, as long as she around, I ain't rocking no orange, so don't worry about it.
Hey, see now, and if you rap, this would be called trap music because you are the definition of a trap. This shit is all. This. I just wanted to bring you on here because I've been there, done that. You know what I'm saying? And then I see the cycle of it don't stop 30 years later. It just they keep on trying to get us. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, man, that's why my song that's out right now called Podcast.
And they done damn near had all of us in there for something.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And so my new song Podcast is for people that be self-telling and all getting indicted and doing all this old crazy stuff in their crimes, and they go on these podcasts to glorify this stuff. We not sitting here glorifying shit. He felt messed up, right? You know what I'm saying? This ain't nothing to be happy or tough guy or getting points from. You know what I'm saying?
Not at all, because like I said, man, I was, and I mean, you know, I was making the highest I was making as a chef in assistant living, and it's easy work. You know what I'm saying? Like I know people that go bust their ass for $25 an hour, right? I'm getting $24 an hour to look at a menu, to do what I love, which is to cook, to make these meals. And now because of this whole incident, I get none of that. Can't go back into the facilities. I can't vote this orange goofy out. You know what I'm saying? Not that my vote count anyway, but this orange faced goofy. And like I just you know, it's funny because I never was the one to like want to vote or do any of that. But when you can't vote, it makes it way different. You know what I'm saying? Because now I'm sitting here looking at all the just fucked up shit that this country is going through, and I can't say nothing about it. All I can say is, yes, I'm a felon. Yes, I'm a felon. Right? Hey. But here's what's even more crazy about it.
If shit go left, you can't even go grab your thing and sit there if it's going to the left.
Exactly. And like they was crazy enough. I mean, they was cool enough to give me one, which meant I was cool and clear. Man, I'm almost 50. And now at 50, you want to put me in the system and ring me around? I got nothing, not the only other thing I got on my record is a traffic ticket and a driving under suspension.
Wow.
Mom said put her on. She want to talk. She got something to say.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to bring Mom on and see her. You know, she done been there, done that thing.
Oh, she watching the link. She said, "Can you send her the link, or you want me to just put her on my phone?"
Just put her on the phone.
Right here.
Yep, just put her on the phone.
He said you watching, but just put it on here because then he got to send you a link.
Oh.
Right here.
Oh.
They can hear you. You up at the top. No, no. Look right here. You right here. See, now you talking to Diz. That's just it's on a delay.
Okay, mine is delayed.
Yeah.
What up, Scribs?
You see me now?
Yeah, we see you. We hear you.
Oh, okay. No, I was just I'm you know, I lost my train of thought. I was saying something when you guys were talking about, you know, this is the cycle to keep a man down. You know, it's been happening all our lives and nothing has changed. And I saw it with you and now with him, and I'm thinking, oh Lord, it was amazing. When I was standing out there waiting for him, two ladies said to me, "Oh, ma'am, he's gonna come out this door." I said, "Okay." She said, once they in the system, you know what happens. She said, "I know." She said, "Well, let me tell you what we're here for. We're here to pick up my brother." I said, "Really?" She said, "Yeah. He been there since December." Wow. And she said, "He's innocent." And I said, "And you just now getting to pick him up?" She said, "Yes. We went to court They knew he was innocent, made him sit there since December. And his case was dismissed. She didn't go into what the case was, but it was dismissed, and the man got to come home after being there since December. Okay, all I could think it's she said, and now his life is ruined. Lost his job. He don't have no, we come to get him. He gonna have to be with us. He got to start all over again. But that's the system. The system ain't never changed. It's every time, even when on TV, when I see rappers, stars, or whoever, I go, oh Lord, here we go, another black man down. That's why I just really wish that one day you guys get it. You can't sneeze wrong. I hate to say it, but you can't walk the street. You can't sneeze wrong. Don't get a jaywalking ticket. Don't do nothing. Do your life as quietly as possible until we can do something different. And really, we ain't got to do nothing different because it's all about to come to the climax anyway. But I tell you this, we ain't going backwards. I know that. Ain't nobody going to be sitting around going, yes, ma'am, no, sir. That ain't going to happen again. I know that. Because if so, I'm definitely going to be a field one. They're going to have to chase me down and hang me. That's all I can say. Or if you take me out, take me to the house if you want. And it's going to be rat poison and everything. So I'm going to let it be known. I don't know if y'all should be even talking about it, tell you the truth. And I keep telling you, son, I said, I'm concerned about you in these Trump videos and stuff. Yeah. Because, I know you over there, but you still got family over here. You see, they trying to mess with us over here.
But we ain't gonna live in fear. We ain't gonna be scared of nothing.
We are not fearful. We ain't going backwards. I told you.
I ain't saying poke the bear, but you know what I'm saying. But
I know. I'm just saying, But he might block us where we can't even get back to you no more because I already got a plan. I'm gonna drive down to Florida and then I'll take that little boat on over. That's how I would do it. Okay, I'm letting you know right now. That's how I planned it. But now I can't even take Phil with me. Unless we really gotta go, then it's gonna be no passport. We just coming. That's all I can say.
Look, I'm about to be like one of our Vato brothers and start swimming.
Man, no, I'm taking the boat. I gotta have the boat.
Sometimes we all get caught in the popular thing. And the way I look at it with the music that we're trying to express to people, it's necessary. And sometimes necessary is unfortunately something that puts you at risk because you think about it, even back in the day when Public Enemy was sending a message and other groups that were sending a positive message, the government was trying to find each and every answer that they could to dispel that. But I'm a firm believer, and I know Dismost is a firm believer, and I think that we have to proceed because somebody has to be, the necessary. It's not always got to be the popular. There's got to be room for necessary. That's the only way we're going to create balance out here.
Yeah. Well, I pray that they listening. That's all I can say. Because you're going to tell me this many people voted for this person. I'm not believing that. Well, yes, I am. The brown skins really thought it was okay. I've heard some other ones go, I didn't know this was going to happen. Well, you asked for a king, you got a king. The Bible said you didn't want man no more. You wanted a king. Well, you got that now, baby.
That's what you got.
And you know what? This is what I tell my people that say to me, oh, Lord, what we going to do? I said, girl, please, man, have you ever been poll before?
That's right.
Okay. So if you was poll before, did the White House help you when you was poor? No. Has the White House helped you since you ain't poor? No. Okay, so don't be scared. You got beans. You got a flint. You got a flint and make your own fire. You got seeds. You know what to do. Come on now, people.
With your chest. Say it with your chest. Say it with your chest. Say it with your chest.
Mom, what you say? You asked like the what's this called? Gen X?
Huh?
Gen X.
Oh, the Gen X. I asked some little kids sitting around. I said, "Excuse me, do you know how to make a fire?"
Yeah, we're Generation X.
Grandma, what you talking about? What's a fire? What you mean make a fire? I said, little suckers.
Oh, you talking about the new ones, the newbies?
Yeah. I said, do you know when that electricity go off and you can't use that phone, will you be able to eat?
Nope.
I didn't think so. Do you know how to make fire? Do you know how to go get wood?
Nope.
Do you know how to cook something?
Nope.
Okay, no, they didn't know what the heck I was talking about. Thought I was talking about I'm a cave person. They didn't know I thought I was crazy. I said, okay. And I asked them way before this one even got elected, honey. I asked them a long time ago. Do you know how to make fire? I'm gonna keep my little flint rock. That's all you need is a little flint rock. They don't know nothing about that.
I got
be scared to fish and pull the fish off the hook.
Pull the fish off and skin it, baby.
Tell them,
pull the fish off the hook.
Thank you very much. I said, you know, they even had it on 60 Minutes before. Are you prepared? Do you have beans? Do you have canned goods for a long period of time? Because when them tariffs really hit, it's gonna really hit, guys. Man. And you do need to be prepared. I want to be somewhere that somebody got a garden. That's all. Just
absolutely.
Hey, thank you. As long as I can grow me some lettuce and some tomatoes or something, I'm good.
And as you can see, the government is even trying to regulate that. They're trying to produce stuff that ain't got no seeds because they know that we're smart enough to get the seeds out of whatever it is that we get and start growing our own.
That's what it was supposed to. That's what it was supposed to.
That's why I ain't never liked no seedless watermelon. When they told me seedless, I'm like, no, I don't want nothing that don't have seeds.
You can actually look at the watermelon that you buy in the store, and you can see where they pulled these seeds out of it. Yeah. Absolutely.
Thank you. And it's seedless watermelon.
I had to order seeds. I had to order those seeds.
Man.
I do not like seedless nothing.
I start eating the seeds when I eat the watermelon out here.
Me too. I love it. It's so good. But anyway,
you actually be better off planting them, Dis.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey, check this out. I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna play this Lil Bro video, and then I'm gonna come back and ask my mom a question.
Okay.
Okay. There you go.
Daddy, I would never get anything happen to my little brother.
He gonna cry when he get in the car. He won't kill nothing or let nothing die. He once made a threat and shot a pistol in the sky. Look, smash. Shit is simple. We was born in the 70s, raised in the 80s. Shit, survived the 90s. So I be damn if I done live this motherfucker long and let you take that away. Nah. Look, for my brother, I'm riding like a gang member. I was born in September, he was born late December. Capricorn, that's what I feel like doing. Cap this corny nigga, then my whole damn life is ruined. I gotta keep calm, meditate, sit still.
Yeah.
My sons ain't called 10 and Will, but got an Uncle Phil. If I make it to 100, you see 95. I guess G-Mom's prayers kept us both alive. I'm covered in the blood of Jesus, why is Jesus bleeding? PTSD therapy sessions I'm meeting. Fuck out the window, most successful with the walk up. You gon' mess around and get your family chalked up. I chip a nigga and I clap his bitch too. Y'all done open up the gates of hell and straight walk through. Hallelujah. Lord forgive me for what I wanna do, but you didn't answer back when I was talking to you. Can you hear me now? This rap shit helps me vent and ease away the pain, but I refuse to let a lame say fuck my family name. Your family name. The only reason I ain't stepped up off that plane, loaded, cocked, and name smashing down aims. Cause to my mama, I don't have to explain how a little baby boy just got slain. I tried to tell him a long time ago, ain't nothing for you out there in the O. Black Lives Matter 3 weeks ago, but now I'm not so sure. One thing I do know, that's for sure. Never try to touch my little bro. Dismost.
over yet?
Yeah, he about to ask you a question.
You about to add me now?
No, he about to ask you a question.
Oh, okay. Well, I think he might be able to do it on mine.
Something down here. Got things out so he can ask you a question.
Yeah.
I tried to get on. I'm on my phone. I can't.
No, you good. You good right here. You on here right here on here.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. Now, so look, check this out. So
I love that song though.
So when you heard that song, what was you thinking? What was you thinking when you heard that song? And my response to what was going on.
Well, it sounded like you had predestined this. I mean, this you put. I remember when you put Lil Bro out. I like Lil Bro, and then you told him long time ago wasn't nothing going on in the. Oh, we did want to get him out of here. Remember? Man, everything you said in that song is what's really then came to fruition. Really.
And now I got a new
that song
song
was
about
before you had this problem.
No, but that song. I got another song about this.
Yeah, this happened after this dude in the car that shot at him. That's when you put out Lil Bro. And then you had Mama in there and everything. I loved it. Yeah, I like that one. You know, my favorite too is Where You From. Of course, Where You From is one of my favorite. But that Lil Bro is hot too. That I love that too. But I like your nice ones. I don't like all your bad cutting up people ones. I like them. I love the ones on the YouTube with the family and everything, and double tapping my brain. Oh, say you love me. You love me.
Double tap. Say
you love me. That's one of my favorites too. With Nay singing.
Shout out to everybody over there on Instagram that checked in. Tiff, Boss Mac West, Burners the God.
Oh wow. Some of those people ask me to follow them. I'm like, I don't know them people. I ain't trying to have nobody following me.
Yeah, and they might be crazy.
That's why I'm like, if that happened, that's not cool. I got this cute little job. I see, I'm dealing with the opera, Houston Opera. I hope they don't see this video, man. Shoot. I'm doing the classical music thing right now. Okay.
Yeah. And then so when I 30 years ago when I went through my situation.
Yes, Lord.
As a mom, what's going through your mind when I'm in there and you out there just thinking about what
I told you so many times. First, when it first happened, the thought, the first thing it happens. See, I go to jail with you. That's the bottom line. I go with you. I try to walk out strong. And what was so bad about your situation, though? Your situation.
Hold on. All you dudes out there, I'm telling y'all, if you do crime, your people do time.
That's right.
You ain't no getting around.
That's right. Because the first thing you think is, oh my God. And I got claustrophobia too. I couldn't imagine you being in there and I'm freaking out, And then not only that, your situation was so horrible because, as you notice, I was leaving Omaha to go back to. No, I was leaving Cali to come to Omaha to live. And you got bumped just before the truck was pulling off. So it was horrible. It was horrible. I had to I made it to court to hear what they said. I got to see you in there once before I had to leave. My plane ticket was already everything. It was horrible. Then I told you one night I'm driving around trying to be cool. I'm sending you boxes, sending you boxes of stuff. And then I'm trying to roll around one night and I'm trying to be cool and I uncontrollably start crying. And I don't know why. And that's the night you told me you got shanked. Or you shanked somebody? I don't remember. Do you remember that?
I got poked. Yeah, I remember.
And I didn't know why I was crying because I'm telling you, you feel the pain through the whole time, man. It was horrible. And then I even ran for city council. I was doing all kind of stuff.
Well, I know it's your birthday, so I apologize right now for that.
She's right though. She's
Yeah,
right.
son, you already, like you said, that was 30 years ago. Okay, so we good. We good, son. We good. You know.
Just in case anybody on here don't think that I ever apologized, I did apologize. Trust me for putting it
Yeah, I
through that,
know
man.
it, but it's no joke, people. I've always, even myself. Remember, I told you when you guys were little, I wanted, when we lived, when I had the house up on the hill in Nebraska. I had enough land in the back that me and mom wanted to open up a school just for boys. Now, being a female, I kept thinking I would definitely go hire men. But I tell you why I wanted it so bad. Because when you have boys, it's a different thing. There's so many things for girls. You know, you got charm school, you got all these things, but they don't have enough for our young men to get going on the right path. And I'm so sick of those statistics. All these single mothers, single mothers. Yeah, yeah, that's right, single mothers. That's correct. But if some of our men were just able to get on the right path from the beginning, a lot of this wouldn't be happening. And so I still, now I know Chuck has a friend who owns 4 homes. If I could work for him, I would, because they still need that female. And I feel like I'm a boy mama. I always was. So when it
You
comes
mean
to rappers and people getting in trouble, I always tell them, I said, I'm sorry, I look on both sides of the coin. First thing they want to do is, oh, I'm so sorry for the woman. I am too. I'm so sorry for the woman because I'm a woman. But I still need to know what got that man to the point of doing what he did to that woman. What is up with him? They never think about what happened to him, you know? But maybe I'm partial, like I said, because I'm a boy mama. My first thing with that one was like with I had to say, but R. Kelly. I kind of tried to take up for that fool, but he went too far. And I'm saying, and P Diddy, I just don't even think about. But it's certain men that I feel like, just like the dude Jonathan Major, he put that girl up in the car, and they just ruined that boy's life. I'm so glad he
Yeah.
married Megan. See, Megan Fox is a lot like me as far as thinking. She was like, I'm glad she married him because that was another one they was getting ruined.
Yeah.
Soon as you do one little thing right, like right off, that was so simple. He put her in the car. Come on, you're gonna take his whole career down for that. So,
Yeah, that was
some of these things,
unfortunate.
yeah, it is. And then what else? It's another one. It's a couple more that they took down.
Yeah, but you're right. Him getting with Megan Good,
Yeah.
definitely made everything good. Excuse the
Yes,
pun.
yep,
but-
you're right.
you
Hopefully that's gonna get him back on track. Oh,
Got me
another
back
one?
right.
Columbus Short. I love Columbus Short. He's another one. Supposedly him and his wife had a thing. But why y'all all up in these people's bedrooms like that? First of all. But if it gets out into the public like that stupid, Lord forgive me, Diddy kicking that girl all in the hallway. How stupid, man. Y'all
He
got to
was
learn
tripping.
how to take that anger and think first. Just think before you react. That's my biggest thing.
Absolutely.
For our-
Reaction
our
is
men.
everything.
It is
Re-
everything. If you
It's
just think a
everything,
minute.
and that's what
1
we
minute.
talk about too. Like
Yeah.
vibration, being on high
Yeah.
vibration
Yeah.
is a huge thing. Being on high vibration is everything.
Right.
Low vibration is what's going to put you in a position where people can manipulate and can
Thank
do
you.
things.
Yeah.
So,
Yep, that's the
But-
problem. When you at a low vibration, that's what
Yeah.
that's what you attract. You attract that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that craziness.
What really just got me was sitting here listening to my brother talk to my mom about his situation and how it felt like it was just like he said, like right here we are 30 years later, but it was like full circle because
Yep.
the day I went, mom was leaving.
Yep.
Yep. So the day I went in and had to go sit down,
Yep.
mom had to leave.
Yep.
And then here we are. The day Diz went in, mom had to leave. You know what I'm saying? And then at the end of the day,
I come back.
mom was right there from the beginning to the end and got us up out of there. And now it's like the system just want to keep us there, but it's just
circle.
it's just crazy how I felt like that was just like complete full circle right there because same situation. Mine wasn't as bad or as intense, but it was bad enough because first of all, Diz was a lot younger.
Yeah.
when he went down.
Yes.
I'm almost 50,
Right.
and they trying to cook me like I was the biggest kingpin killer in Omaha, Nebraska, and I ain't even had nothing but a speeding ticket.
Wow, that's absolutely diabolical. That is crazy, man. That's crazy. But this is what I was saying from the earlier reference of, they done got us all at some point somehow.
Yep.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like whether it be a traffic ticket turning into something else or child support. In my situation,
Yeah.
I had to sit down on a detainer for child support, and I wasn't even $1,000 in the hole. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And that's how I'm in Pennsylvania, so the state of Pennsylvania is just
Oh
as
yeah,
bad.
they don't play.
You know what I'm saying? It's just as bad, and it's like, it's really, really important that we understand these things, and it's good that you guys brought the message out because people need to see this kind of stuff so they understand that there is a choice that we can all make. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yep.
There's a choice that we can make because you could have crashed out because they was trying to do all that. But look, you in a comfortable space. Your mindset is
Yep.
is in a good space. You know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
like action and reaction and all of these things have one word in common, and that is act.
Action.
How you act is how you
Mhm.
react. How you
Yep.
act is how you get into action. How you act is how you attract. You know what I'm saying? So it's all very, very important to understand. So I appreciate this story because this and it's real stuff. You know what I mean? That people need to see.
And I told mom because she, mom started pleading the blood of Jesus all over the cops and everything. And I was sitting there, I sit there and I said to mom, I said, you know, it was just a test to see if I was gonna crash out.
Yeah.
And for a split second, just like you said, for a split second, I was like, man, and then I was like, I'm sorry, sir. I don't mean to be disrespectful, but after going to court 5 times and paying tickets and fines, and today, when I'm trying to do the right thing, y'all gonna take me today?
Right.
Like that just floored me, man. It floored me. But I did exactly what she said. I thought about it first.
Yep.
And I did not react. Because of the people that was around me, they got me in and out there. And now, like you said, I'm at home in a way better space. And had I crashed out, it would have been something else.
Yes, and what I was gonna say is you could actually say that you reacted better instead of reacting bitter. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference between bitter and better. You know what I'm saying? When we react better, it is better. When we react bitter, everything else goes down the road, So it is important. And they will test your mind. Like for us being black men, I'm sorry, I mean to cut in Dismost, but I'm just saying, like it's really important for us as people of color to have better reaction and to have better vibration when it comes to things. Because if we do not, you know what I'm saying, they're gonna keep playing this game with us and it's gonna keep being a roulette. And it's gonna keep recycling itself,
And look, so at this point, I want to make a note to let y'all know that the song that I made, everything that y'all just said in the last about 20 to 30 sentences back is all the lyrics that's in this new song that I just made.
I believe it.
As I said, I talk about I'm gonna tell y'all this now, so when you hear the song, you're gonna be like, damn, you're gonna think that I made the song after we just made this.
Right.
This
I just haven't had a chance to hear it. I've seen it out. Is it with the casket?
No,
not podcast.
Not podcast. This is a whole nother. This is like Lil Bro Part 2.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying? But what's crazy is with J-Pad last week, I knew Phil had to go to court. I knew you was on your way to go see him in court. J-Pad sent me a beat, and on the beat, I didn't know the name of the song yet. So in order for me to make the song, I have to name it when I put it in the computer, right? And I was like, I don't even know the name of this song, or I don't even know what I'm about to rap about, but it's something about this beat that's giving me some kind of feeling. And the name I put in the song was The Test.
Wow.
Right? I put the test.
Yep.
This was a test for us.
So you see, I put the test, and I said here, headphones on, and I kept listening to the beat over and over and over and over.
Wow.
The whole time I'm listening to the beat, I'm thinking about this fool in this situation that he got to go through, right? So then I was like, dang, I remember I was watching J-Pad got a show in the morning called the AM Kings, and he was on there on that show talking about vibrating on a higher level. So I started off the something about Lil Bro, whoop, 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 30 years ago. I've been through this 30 years ago. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Then I said something I talked to J-Pad about vibrating on a higher level, but it's hard to do when you're close to the fucking devil. You know what I'm saying? Like everything y'all was just saying is in this song. So when J-Pad finished mixing it, man, next week we'll be playing it on here. And y'all gonna be like, man, you know what I'm saying? But on that note, I want to thank my brother for coming through, J-Pad, Fudge 55 coming through. Mom, happy birthday, you know what I'm saying? It's 3 minutes to 10 right now, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to clock.
Hey, Diz, I shaved off about 7 pounds of that other person.
That fool was playing. My niece was playing baseball the other day. I called him on the FaceTime, and the way he was holding the phone, he was like this. I said, "Nigga, look like you ate a whole nother person."
Hey, and they've been banging on me about a whole nother person since that day.
Hey, no, I got to get on my shit too, man. I might look little in the arms and shit. I might look okay in the arms, but that stomach ain't. I'm still working on it too, man.
Who's worse, Diz or Lil Most? And I was like, Mom said, I think Damon's a little worse, but you pull it in a close second. Man.
Funny. Hey, man.
Hold on. Mom said, hold on. Man. Mom said she got the guns popping.
Check it out. I've been getting ripped, man. Y'all better catch up.
Yeah.
Check it out. Y'all better get ripped. I've been getting ripped, dude. Ripped.
It's time to get right.
Okay, I'm trying to get ripped. Y'all better catch up.
Time to get right.
That's all I can take. I've been doing my weights, baby.
Look, Diz. Look, she got them right here on the floor.
Hey,
I promise, they right here on the floor. First thing she said, "You got some weights?" I said, "Yeah." Hey, and she been hitting them every night too.
Hey, when she was out here, she was going to the boxing gym. The home shout out. She was out here straight boxing.
She said, "Ain't no boxing gym out here," so she grabbed the weights and she been hitting them every night.
That's right.
And she started punching that bag. The homie was like, "Damn, your mom's not a strap already."
Hey, health is wealth. Health is wealth.
Already. Man. Yeah, I started my journey with all the greens and the fruits.
Absolutely.
Salad every night. Spinach salads and cucumber, tomatoes, and pineapples and. Gotta have that water. Gotta have that water.
Yeah, the glass say Miller Lite, but it's actually Miller None. This is just water.
I heard that. Look.
All right, man. So next Tuesday, man, I'll see you.
All right. Peace.
And next, let the low rider hit a switch. Now, hey, but next Tuesday I'm gonna have a song. Up, man. I'm just glad you free, man.
Already. All right, love y'all. One love.
Hey, pleasure. Pudge,
absolutely.
Much love, Pudge.
Thank you, Pudge.
Appreciate you.
Everybody, don't forget to like, subscribe, man. Follow
Mom
the channel,
said love,
man,
love, love. Sending that grandma love.
Happy birthday, Mom. All right.
Love y'all later.